You ever just walk into the store and it's like, this is the best, oh, that's the best, this is the best, and it's on sale? Well, frick me, I want that one. You ever had those moments only to get home and realize that wasn't the best, that was the worst, and that's the reason it was on sale? It was cheap because they wanted it out to put in the new stuff. Corporate marketing. Anyway, my name's Will. Welcome to the channel if you're new here. Welcome back to the channel if you've been here before. You're watching. So recently I covered two very specific little teeny teensy weensy welders meant for ants. And one of them performed awesome, and then the other one let me down. Fancy, he let me down. What I'm talking about is the MIG Bloom. Don't demonetize. I'm not monetized. It's a MIG 145 inverter. Claims to be 145 amp, I think. You know what? I actually don't know how many amps it claims. I'll look it up and put it on the screen. And we have the Flux 80. Hyper Tough. Walmart, the place where you can get tires and pastries down the same aisle. And they both did strange things when I welded with them. The pink one, phenomenal. The Hyper Tough, no. Yeah, okay, there was nothing hyper about it. Tough, maybe. Not hyper. And I decided, what the heck? What is going on inside of these guys right here? This welder, this one, you see this one? That welder right there, and that welder right there. What's going on inside there? What's the big difference where the pink one is like $40 less or something, 30, whatever, numbers. I'm cold, can't you tell? Anyway, why is it so much worse? It's just worse all around. It's not terrible, but it is drastically different. What is the difference? It's bigger.
Yeah, boy.
Isn't bigger always better? That's what they said in high school. Bigger muscles, you know, big muscle. So I, being Mythbuster I am, I'm not, I just seen it. I went out and bought a kilowatt. And if you're not familiar with the kilowatt, you should be. If you're watching my videos, you probably watch Project Farm. He loves this thing. So this will tell you your incoming voltage, the current amp draw, current wattage draw, and the sine wave, I think that's the right word, the current hertz, the power coming in, which is 60. I guess that's clean. So we'll put it on amperage, fire the welder up. We're going to start with the pink MIG Bloom, and we're going to see what it pulls, what its idle's at, I guess, idle. And then we're going to weld with them and see which one's pulling more power and which one's not really doing its weight. Okay, going to go ahead and turn on the MIG Bloom now. This is the current amperage draw. Half an amp, quarter, 0.2, 1, 0.3, 0.4. We'll let it level off. Okay. So we're looking at about half an amp. 0.44 on the MIG Bloom. Let's see the current wattage. 27.3 watts. Energy efficient. That's different. Okay, so it's maxed out. And I'm thinking that's the wire speed, not so much the amperage. Can't be. So I'm going to set this down. I'm not going to show me welding. I'm going to put the camera on the kilowatt, and we're going to see what it's doing in between welds. And again, it's just so smooth with it. Nice little bead, consistent. You know, it didn't fluctuate a lot. So we're going to go ahead and switch it over to wattage, see if that does. Okay. What'd we get? I don't know. I can't see it till I do the other welder. So I'm going to hook up the Hyper-Tough and we'll plug it in and see what secrets it's hiding. Okay, Walmart didn't pass the vibe check and it's dead. It is dead. Okay. Well, that was a short video, and back to in the mail that son of a gun goes. Well, I guess we found out how much the MIG Bloom 145 pulls, so that's cool. Thanks for sticking around to watch this fun little short video that did not go the way I wanted it to go. But I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll catch you next time.